One of the biggest questions regarding Episode 8, besides the identity of Snoke, is will Darth Vader's lightsaber show up? And if so, will Kylo Ren get his hands on it? My beliefs are that he will. The evidence to back this up merely is my speculation, but I do believe it could hold true if we think about it. It's no surprise that Kylo was obsessed with his grandfather, and it's known to us that he did manage to get Darth Vader's helmet, somehow, where Luke left it on Endor in Episode 6. I will mention that Darth Vader was never in the suit when it was being burned. It was just his suit itself that was in the fire. This has been explained in the EU as well. Now, in the canon novel Aftermath, which takes place after Return of the Jedi, it offers a small but important piece of info explaining that there is an underground black market for objects and memorabilia, part of the Empire. The scene in the book takes place on the planet Terrace, where 3 acolytes of the Beyond, who are rumored by fans of Star Wars to be members of the Knights of Ren. They purchase a lightsaber from a dealer who claims the lightsaber belonged to Darth Vader. The acolytes say that they have good intentions, to destroy it only to return it to its master, which I doubt anyone reading the book, including myself, actually believed. Now, while the lightsaber's blade is red, we aren't sure it was actually Darth Vader's, but if it wasn't, then whose was it? My belief is that it very well was Vader's, and this lightsaber was purchased by Snoke and his 2 Knights of Ren, just after Return of the Jedi. If Kylo passes his tests, as mentioned in The Force Awakens, then he will be awarded his Sith lightsaber, and who's better than the villain he worships, Darth Vader. We must also take note that Anakin didn't receive his Sith lightsaber right away, after he was dubbed Lord Vader in Palpatine's office. He had to kill Jedi at the temple, which was his second and biggest test, after helping to kill Mace Windu. He then needed to go further to Mustafar and unleash his wrath on the Separatists, and then fight Obi-Wan Kenobi, all before being offered the crystal from Palpatine's lightsaber to put into his new lightsaber, which was a replica from his hilt in Episode 2. Added to this, in Star Wars Bloodline, another canon novel, Leia has to deal with younger politicians who collect Imperial memorabilia, who viewed them as fascinating historical objects rather than malevolent tools of an empirical regime that oppressed the entire galaxy. Let's look at this image. It almost looks like Kylo's lightsaber from The Force Awakens is already based on Vader's design, if we examine it properly. I think we will see the Dark Lord's saber return, and it will be epic. These references from the 2 relatively new canon books show us that Disney is very much ready to accept the possibility of lost relics, holocrons, and of course, Vader's items to return. I just can't see Kylo using any other lightsaber for Episode 8. He was perfectly set up to be the underdog in The Force Awakens, and all for a very important reason: to return as an extremely powerful dark side user in The Last Jedi. If we look at this image here from Disney itself, it states that Kylo's lightsaber is an ancient design, however, a newly built hilt. Why would they do this? And why would he make it look somewhat like Vader's? I think this is a perfect allusion towards what we will see in Episode 8. What do you think about Kylo's lightsaber? Will he have a new one, his old one, or will we see the legendary Darth Vader's hilt return? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching this episode, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's episode of Star Wars Theory. Until then, remember,
the Force will be with you, always.
Now, fulfill your destiny.